In the second chapter of Grammatology, Derrida examines the relationship between linguistics and the study of writing, focusing on Saussure's course in general linguistics. While linguistics is often considered a model of scientific study for human sciences, it is based on a hidden assumption that writing is subordinate to speech. Derrida calls this assumption phonocentrism. According to phonocentrism, spoken language is primary, natural, and authoritative, while writing is secondary, external, and only a tool to represent speech. Derrida's goal is to show that Sassue's own text contains both the seeds of this repression of writing and hints of its liberation. Sassur treats writing as a narrow derivative and merely a representation of speech. He describes writing as an image or symbol that exists outside the essence of language. He even warns that writing could usurp speech, becoming a dangerous force that distorts the natural bond between sound and meaning. This suspicion of writing reflects a long Western tradition from Plato to Rousseau, where writing is seen as unnatural, artificial, or even morally dangerous. Writing is a fictitious or superficial influence that cannot fully express the living voice of language, said Saussure. However, Derrida argues that Sassue's own theories contradict this phonocentric hierarchy. Sassue's key insight is that linguistic sign is arbitrary and that its value comes from difference, not from any inherent substance. Language is defined as a system of relations rather than as a material object. This means that the meaning of words does not depend on speech sounds. If meaning arises from differences between signs, then no single element, such as the voice, can claim to be the absolute origin of language. Derrida uses this point to introduce the idea of the trace, a system of reference that exists before and beyond speech or writing, allowing meaning to emerge through differences. To explain this, Derrida introduces arche writing, the foundational structure that makes both speech and writing possible. Arche writing is not physical writing, but a general system of signs that underlies all communication. It is characterized by spacing, the way meaning is created through differences in time and space. Even spoken language depends on this structure. Speech is always already shaped by writing in this broader sense, meaning that writing is not secondary but internal to language itself. This insight challenges traditional dualisms such as body soul or inside outside, which have historically been used to subordinate writing to speech. Derrida connects these ideas to a broader critique of presence in Western philosophy. Philosophers like Nietzsche, Freud, and Heidegger have shown that metaphysics has consistently tried to prioritize full, immediate presence, such as the living voice of speech, while marginalizing absence, difference, and trace. Writing, understood as the trace and the play of differences, has been viewed as dangerous because it challenges the idea of a full and immediate presence. But Derrida shows that writing is not an accidental deviation. It is the very condition that makes meaning possible. Writing, as trace and difference, is the birthplace of usurpation that has been feared by Western thought. By recognizing writing in this broader sense, Derrida opens the way for a general grammatology, a science of writing that is not limited by the metaphysical and theological obsession with the spoken word. Grammatology studies language as a system of differences and traces, without assuming that speech or presence has priority. This approach allows for a rethinking of meaning, writing, and language itself, moving beyond traditional hierarchies and opening the door to new ways of understanding how communication works.